What did I do? We'll get started in 3 or 4 minutes. Let some more folks jump in, or early anyway. Don't want to. All right, it is 9 o'clock. We will get started. A little chrome tennis. First time we're doing hobby. I'm so excited about that. Hope to see if we've only hit 1 auto out of light so far, so we're due. I was ready for something with a little more auto action, so we'll see. Hopefully we can pull some good ones tonight. We're doing half tonight, half Sunday night, I believe. So we'll label these left and right, and then we'll roll a die to figure which half we're doing. So this will be left, this will be right. Those are R's, even though they don't look like R's. And then we're going to do a little dice roll. So what we'll do, so we get an odd number, we'll do the left. If we get an even number, we'll do the right. Here we go. Odd and a left. So this one will be a Sunday night. We'll do the right half. So come back and check us out Sunday night for half number 2. Well, let's hope this half is really good. Thank you guys and gals for jumping in. If I can get cellophane off. There we go. My trash can over. I've had a lot of fun opening light. I love some of the exclusive parallels in light. So this one has the, is it clay court refractors, I think are exclusives, if I remember right. Plus better odds, much better odds at autographs. I've only pulled 1 out of light. It was black and white mini diamonds. But just 1. Let's see how hobby treats us. Every player sold tonight, which was good. No unsolds. Alright, we'll start with half of box 1. So we can get our focus to cooperate with us tonight. Hey, here we go. Margaret Smith Court Refractor. Something coming up might be the clay court refractor. Rafter Aces. I believe that is Juan Ignacio Alandero. That's probably your clay court refractor. These are not numbered. I was hoping it was gold. For a second I was like, oh, we got a gold coming up. Then I noticed it was a little different than a gold. Juan Manuel Cerundolo refractor. Chris Everett refractor. Aces of Michael Chang and Grigor Dimitrov. Some Aqua coming up behind Alexander Bublik. Aqua of Emil Marissimo, number 2, 199. No, excuse me, 150. 27 of 150. Somebody told me the auto's running these about every other box. I have not opened any, so I can't vouch for that. But somebody asked that opens a good bit told me that. Virginia Wade refractor. It's actually 2 more packs per box than light. For some reason, it doesn't seem to like as many cards, although it should be the same amount of cards. 4 cards per pack, or as far as pack-wise. Don't see anything in the chat yet, so if you're chatting, apologize. I'm not ignoring you, just nothing's coming through. So if somebody wants to throw a test chat out there, hello, hi, or a kiss my butt, whatever, throw something in the chat for me just so I can see if it's working. I can run a test in a moment too. Alright, second half of box 1. Starts with Stan the Man Smith. Got a Brad Parks clay court. Those are pretty sharp. I like those. Different. Refractor of Jonas Abdorkman. Oh, that one's numbered. I don't know what color that is, but it is a light color. That is 5 of 10. Wow. I almost missed that one, so I don't know if that's red. I need to look up what parallel it is. 5 of 10 on the Jonas Bjorkman. Let me look that up real quick. Out of curiosity, what color that is. We have not pulled one of those out of light. One second, and we'll keep going. I'm just curious. Unless somebody knows and wants to throw it out in the chat. But while I was thinking about that, that was 5 of 10. Almost like a rose gold look. So that is... Stop. Rose gold. Rose gold. Almost too light. It was hard to catch. These are certainly our clay courts then. There's one every 9 packs, so we should get 2 of those per box. Rings of Honor. Zeigenfuss. Refractor Stefan Edberg. Baseline, so we'll do a dice roll at the end for these. This one is Chang and Sampras. Good looking insert. Wish they had done some kind of dual autos with those. That would have been awesome. Hingis Aces. Refractor of Nancy Ritchie. Rings of Honor Roy Emerson. And that is box 1, so no auto in box 1. We did get a parallel to 10, which is nice. I'm keeping all the refractors and inserts together. I'll sleeve those up when I sort. Alright, box number 2. Good luck. See something sparkly back there. Clay Court of Valerie Zigenfuss. Lorenzo Sonego Refractor. So I got some colored mini diamonds coming up. And Michael Chang. That is numbered 107 of 125. I remember watching Chang a lot growing up. Margaret Smith Court. Bob Ryan Refractor. I'll throw a little test out there. Jennifer Brady Refractor. Alright, I'll go ahead and top load. These are only 2 per box. I'll go ahead and top load these. I was going to wait and do it later, but Bernarda Parra Refractor. Aces of Edinburgh. What's up, sir? Doing a little hobby tonight. See if we can't find a few more autos. Of course, I like the hobby. There's more parallels in light, but these are your clay court refractors. They look really nice. 2 per box. We've already got one number to 10. So hobby's nice. Definitely less. I feel like there's less refractors, and of course you have the black and white mini diamonds, 4 per box in white. So probably the same amount of numbered stuff, but less refractors in hobby, it seems like. But that much improved chance of autos should be fun. Autos in light are tough. We only pulled one in 2 or 3 cases so far. I think they're on card autos. The auto we pulled out of light was on card. It was, who was it? Oh shoot, I'll think of her name in a minute. But it was on card. I think all the autos are on card. At least the one we pulled in light was on card. Baselines. This one is Labor and Emerson, so we'll throw that in our dice roll pile for the end. It's like those are 1 per box, like in light. Aces, Mrs. Golf, Coco. Peaches, Refractor. Rings of Honor, Newcomb. Coco Golf Base. Go ahead and sleeve up this Coco. Clay Court, Mike Bryan. Those look good. I like those. See some blue coming up. Aces, Rajiv Ram. And a blue of Alejandro Davidovich Fortuna. That is number 299. 87 of 99. I like the light, but it's hard to go against the hobby. It'd be fun to open like a mix of hobby and light, I think, so you get a little bit of everything. Some orange coming up. Hope that's an auto. Grigor Dimitrov, Refractor. And our orange, it is an auto. Conchita Martinez, and in fact, that is who we pulled out of a light also. See, on card. Conchita Martinez, orange auto. Congratulations. That is numbered 5 of 25. So we've now pulled 2 autos out of tennis, and I wonder if Joe had her in the light break where we hit the auto. I wonder if he had her tonight. That'd be awesome if he did. We're dang sure working on that rainbow. Because the one I like was numbered to 4. This one's numbered to 25. They look really nice, don't they? I think overall this is a really, really good looking product. I get some complaints about the name power, like not as much current name power as people would like, so I get that complaint. So I'm hoping that maybe they'll improve that next year. This is Heldman, Rings of Honor. Box number 2. Good box, good box. Yeah, I think the design is sharp. That would be the only. That's really the only knock I've heard from people. The quality control is good. You don't see off-center or scratched up cards. I think the only complaint I've really heard about it is people expected a better checklist with more, Williams Sisters. I mean, you could go for days on tennis greats, and then, which I think there's some really good Hall of Fame level players in here, but you could even go, Agassi and guys like that. You could even get even deeper. But this is International Tennis Hall of Fame, so I don't know how that ties into who they can. I mean, assuming they can put anybody in it. I don't think you have to be a member of the International Tennis Hall of Fame, but maybe. I mean, Coco Gauff is a current player, so it's not completely lacking current players. But I think they did a good job with the set, the color, the quality. Very well done. A Rod Laver and a Rod Laver Aqua right behind it. That is 15 of 150. We only have this one hobby case. We do have some more light, so we'll be doing some more light on eBay in the coming weeks. I saw another parallel. Battle of the Baselines. This one is Billie Jean King and Virginia Wade. Yeah, there's some purple back there. Who is that? Buchholz. Butch Buchholz. Coco Gauff Refractor. Very nice. Now that one is a little off-centered. I shouldn't have spoke too soon on quality. But that one is a little off-center. You don't see very many off-center cards in this, though. At least not in the light boxes we open. Alright, we got a purple coming up of Pam Shriver. Very nice. That one is 67 of 199. Plus, the parallels are a little lower numbered than their counterparts in other sports. So, like, purple is not 250, it's 199. So, I don't feel like they made a ton of this. Doesn't get a feel that they made a ton of it. I mean, maybe for tennis demand, perhaps, but Christy Pigeon Refractor, another Coco Gauff base, and a Michael Chang Refractor. Actually, when I got these, let's just go ahead and top load Miss Coco. And then I'll come back, like I said earlier, and sleeve more refractors and things. before we ship them out, before we sort. No, I don't see any rookie logo or anything like that, which surprised me. Yannick Noah. I don't guess a lot of these guys and gals have other cards. Pete Sampras have other cards and other sets, since I don't guess there's been a mainstream tennis set for a while. But yeah, there's no rookie logos or anything. But I don't know. I don't know what the percentage of active players versus retired players are either. There's a heavy number of retired greats, which obviously wouldn't have. But I assume, unless Coco's got something else, you would think that would be her rookie. But maybe, again, not knowing tennis products really well, I'm not positive. She could have something earlier. But I'm okay with no rookie designation. We collected for years with no rookie designation, right? Alright, let's start with a net. We got Harold Mayotte refractor. Aces of Chris Everett. Makes me think of when Jim Rome called Chrissy Everett, and Bernarda Parra clay court refractor. Clay courts are sharp. I do like those better than the black and white mini diamonds, I'm not gonna lie. Alejandro Delvadovic Forquina refractor. Aces Ivanovic. And a Lorenzo Sonego clay court. I need a grass court refractor. Maybe they'll do that one next year. Just green with, they did the grass as refractor in Bowman, right? So why not? Jan Leonard Struff refractor. Got a blue. Come on, auto. Christy Pigeon blue. Number 12 of 99. Let me see how many number cards. We've done 3 boxes, and we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, Hobby's a little more colorful too, because we would get at least not even a number card in every light box. Most of them had one, but not often did you have 2. That's what every time I see the Chris Everett card, I think of that. Call me that one more time. Chrissy Everett. Bye. It was Jim Everett, that's right. Kept calling Jim Everett Chrissy Everett. Alright, box 3, we are halfway. Let's find another auto. Someone told me every other box is the average for autos. We're going to find out. Mitchell Kruger refractor. Rod Laver aces. Another blue. Harold Mayotte blue. Number 33 of 99. I kind of hope Joe got the Martinez Auto Night, so I have two really low numbered ones. Billie Jean King Refractor. Arthur Phil's Refractor. Baselines. This one is Billie Jean King and Margaret Smith Court. Don't have that one yet. If we do dupe up, then we'll give one to each player. But so far we've had 4 different ones, I believe. Parks, Rings of Honor. Francisca Jones Refractor. How's the picture look, JP? Is it focusing all right tonight? Okay. It's a little tough on these chrome cards. Cliff Drysdale Aqua. I've still, every time I talk to you guys, I say I'm going to work on my setup 49 to 150, and just haven't had time to tweak the lighting. I don't know what I would change. I need a few more big like floodlight lights to wash out some of this other light, and I think focus would be better. What's up, John? How are you, man? This is our first hobby break. We do have some more light, so we're doing hobby tonight and Sunday night, and then we'll go back to light, and then I'm going to see if I can get us some more hobby. Margaret Smith Court. It's a lot of fun. I really, for not being a big tennis guy, as far as watching a lot of tennis anymore, I did a lot growing up. Grigor Dimitrov, Clay Court Refractor. This has been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We've been doing a lot of Star Wars, tennis, racing. I'm really getting to where I enjoy. I hate to use the word oddball because that's not accurate. I'm doing well, John. Ooh, we got a green. True green. Popolo Andahar. Numbered 39 of 75. I don't see, we haven't pulled a lot of greens. You know, stuff that not everybody's breaking is a lot more fun to me, for whatever reason. And I like being a diversified. We've always prided ourselves on doing. You get to see me in the camera. That's kind of scary. Or in the reflection. Always kind of prided ourselves in doing a little bit of everything, even in our Facebook group. Judy Dalton M. Rings of Honor. JP can vouch for the Facebook group. We do a little bit of everything in there too. Memorabilia, golf, tennis. Actually, we have not done golf yet. We got to break some golf. I wish Upper Deck didn't have the golf license because Kerry Melville Reed. It's really hard for us to get golf product. Racing. I'm not gonna lie. Racing is my favorite thing to open, and I think Panini does a better job with racing than they do any other product line. That is Alex D. Manauer. Another Coco Golf base. I love open racing. Peaches Clay Court. It doesn't have the following of other sports and the resale value because it's a very passionate fan base. Most passionate fan base we deal with. We haven't broken lacrosse yet either. John at Newcomb Refractor. Very, very passionate fan base, but not a very big fan base. And Mackie McDonald, Purple Wave. These cards really remind me of F1. I wonder if they were printed at the same place. 107 of 199. F1 is really fun to open too. We opened a lot of F1 a few years ago, but we haven't opened much. We opened a little bit on eBay this last season. But in 2000, the first year they did it, we opened a lot. And we opened it really cheap and had a lot of fun, and then it shot through the roof. And it just got too expensive to be fun anymore. You know, it's funny. It's calmed down a lot. Like, it got real crazy when it first came out, or about 6 months after it first came out a couple years ago, 2020. Now it's kind of calmed back down. What I think will hurt F1, and something that I think hurts racing in general a little bit, is there's not as many drivers. Like, F1 has, what, 20 drivers? Even if you count F2 and other divisions, you can get more. But those guys aren't as well known. And they do also put, like, owners and crew chiefs and stuff in. But my worry about F1 is, you know, for the most part, the same 20 to 25 guys are going to be in the product for 3 years in a row. And I guess you could have some up-and-comers. Now, in NASCAR, you got, what, 40 to 50-ish, maybe more than that if you count ARCA and Truck Series and stuff like that. Actually, definitely more if you count all the series. But you still have a checklist base as football, baseball. Basketball is pretty low, too. Yeah, the F1, that did help, too, the F1 Formula 1 documentary of the TV show. But, you know, in F1, there's just not a huge checklist, which I think hurts it going forward. Annette Cantavit Refractor. And again, I apologize for butchering so many names. A lot of you guys have helped me out. I'm getting better. Marissimo. Yuri Vasily Clay Court. I don't know anything about lacrosse. Now, when I was growing up, grew up in Atlanta, in the South, nobody played lacrosse. Now there's a lot of, you know, club teams and stuff, youth lacrosse, so it's getting more popular, but for me, I have no knowledge of lacrosse. Laszlo Dere Refractor. Pat Rafter Refractor. Aces Billie Jean King. So I have to admit my lacrosse knowledge is not good. I know more about tennis than I do lacrosse. I'd love to break some golf. Golf would be fun. The upper deck, we have a hard time getting, because we don't have a brick and mortar store. Jonas Bjorkman Refractor. We can't buy upper deck from a distributor for 30 days after release, and a lot of times it's gotten more expensive. So we've done a little bit of hockey here and there, and a little bit of hockey, not only upper deck hockey, but leaf hockey, but we've never done a golf break. Really would like to do some golf. Love golf. And my partner Paul is a huge golfer, like a scratch golfer, loves golf, so he would be pumped if we did some golf. Next NASCAR release is later this month. Donruss comes out, which is probably the least popular of the NASCAR releases. The last 3 years they've only done 4 releases a year: Donruss, Chronicles, Prism, and MT. I'm hoping in 2023 they mix it up a little bit. I'm ready for something new. I also like to break soccer, but it's another sport that I played growing up but don't know as much about it. Another thing that has hurt F1, I think, is they haven't put legends in the F1 product. So we don't have, like, Schumachers and, well, the older Schumachers and, you know, Stefan Edberg, Mario Andretti, and the likes. I don't know why they don't. They need to get those kind of guys in there, and I think that would, along with the current drivers, I think that would make for something really cool. Yeah, it's starting to get very, very popular around here, too. Oh, excuse me. Stuck together. Ken stuck. Bollettieri, Rings of Honor. Come on, we need one more auto at least. And there we go, Bernarda Parra Refractor Auto. Or I guess that could be considered base auto. But another on card, loving it. That one is number 1 of 50, eBay 1 of 1. So my understanding is every auto is numbered to 50 or less, which is another indication they didn't make a lot of this, which is nice. So I do think you can get it really cheap right now. It's one of those products that wouldn't surprise me if putting some away would pay off in a few years, especially if they continue to do tennis and it grows. People will go back to this inaugural release and be like, huh. Taylor Preston Refractor. Baselines of Chris Everett and Martina Navratilova. That'll go in our dice roll pile. Off center here. Let me get back in the middle. You're bringing up a man after my own heart. Richard Petty has the best autograph in all of sports, in my opinion. Bernard King. Billie Jean King. Now I'm losing my mind. Not the basketball player, the tennis player. Rajiv Ram, Refractor. Another Coco Golf base. Kirtan, Aces. End of box 4. But yeah, Richard Petty has awesome autograph. But they have Petty, Bobby Allen. I'm living in Alabama. I find myself collecting the Alabama gang, which is Bobby Allison, Davey Allison, and that group. So it's cool to see those guys in products. Plus, you've got all the current stars too. Plus, future stars like drivers in ARCA and the Truck City. So that makes it's very underrated, like you said earlier. But I love opening NASCAR. We actually opened our last case of NT racing last night. So we are out of racing at the moment. We'll have some Donruss. We'll probably do Donruss in our Facebook group. So if you want to, what we normally do with Donruss is do 3 or more boxes at a time and do either pick your letter or random letter and do it by last name. So we'll have a B group with, there's a lot of B's, but Blaney and guys like that. Then we'll have a group and we'll combinate, that's not a word, combo some letters, but usually you pick the letter fills well for Donruss because it's a lower end product. It doesn't cost a lot to get in if you have 10 or 12 letter spots. Whereas like NT, which is much more expensive, we'll do a pick your driver like we did with tennis. Alright, here we go. Last box. Juan Manuel Cerundolo, clay court. I'm a little backed up with shipping, so be a little patient with me. I'll get this one out pretty quick. I'm hoping by Saturday. Worst case, it'll go out the following Monday. But I'm a little backed up, but we will get these out pretty quick. Pete Sampras Refractor. I'd like to see a Pete Sampras auto. That would be awesome. And Richard Gasquet. Or Gasquet, I think it is. Another one of the refractor variety, which would be a base auto. That is numbered 26 of 50. So we did hit our one every other box average that someone told me was the case. Yeah, not gonna lie. I like light, don't get me wrong. But it sure is fun to hit an auto every other box as opposed to one every. Let's see, in light we hit one auto in 24 boxes. Now it was numbered to 4. I think in light autos are only a 5 or less, so they are tough. We've got a mini diamonds of Harold Mayotte. That should be to 125. That is 80 of 125. I need to do some more. We haven't done as much racing. We should do racing in the Facebook group a lot, but a lot of racing groups kind of popped up, and we're good friends with a lot of those guys. So I almost feel like, hey, race, and some of them only do racing. So I'm like, you know what? I won't step on their toes too much. We'll still do it here and there because we do like to do a lot of variety. Yeah, because it keeps us entertained as well. Butch refractor. Bedini refractor. Three Kings of Cardboard break group. Just search for us on Facebook and I'll add you. We'll be doing some fantasy football leagues, some free fantasy football leagues where we give away trophies and prizes coming up closer to football season. Rajiv Ram Aces. So we have a lot of fun. We haven't done a big giveaway break in a while. So after Chad is done with this round of breaks he's got up, we got a football jersey case, a couple other things. We may do a nice giveaway break. We haven't done one in a while. We'll mix it up. Sometimes we do it for just active members. Sometimes we'll do it for everybody in the group. That's just a thank you. But we have a lot of fun in the Facebook group. We've kind of built over the years a very, I would call it tight knit, but a very family friendly place to gather. I mean, it's not just about breaks, things of that nature. It is more of a community, the way I like to think about it. So we really enjoy it. Don't know what I would do without all you guys and gals. My wife would probably like me to do less with you guys and gals, but not me. Alright, what we got? We got some more color. I'm hoping we sneak in another. We already had auto in this box, so a second one's probably unlikely. Baselines. This one is Margaret Smith Court and Rosie Casals. So that is a 6th different one. So we'll do a dice roll at the end for those. That is a Richie Rings of Honor. Conchita Martinez Refractor. Newcomb Aces. I guess there's no parallels of Aces. We have not pulled an Aces parallel yet. Chris Everett Clay Court Refractor. These are not numbered, by the way, 2 per box. If this is your first hobby break. I personally do like them better than the black and white mini diamonds, although that black and white mini diamond autograph we pulled of Conchita Martinez was pretty. You know, it's funny you mention that, John. That has been, so I got back into it around 2000. We started this about 2014. I collected all my life until about 90, or all my youth until about 94 when I went off to college. And I didn't start collecting again until mid 2000, so I had about a 10-year hiatus. Martina Hingis. But some of my best friends, it's funny, I have in my life right now, I've met through Facebook groups and card shows. Got a Guido Pella to 150, 45 of 150. Guys and gals that will be my friends, I just feel like for the rest of my life. Cards or not. But I met them through the card community, which is pretty awesome. Now there's lots of bad actors in the card community too, so you got to be careful. But for me, the positives have so outweighed. 2 of my best friends in the world now are guys I met through cards in the last, well, sometime between now and 2014. One lives in Pennsylvania, one lives in Arkansas, and I live in Alabama. Yet we talk almost every day, maybe not every day, just about every day. We go to card shows together, we go to the national, things like that. It's been great, John. It really has. Masaki Refractor. We got something gold coming up. Gold. Pablo Andahar Gold Refractor. Man, those are pretty. So pretty. I like how they leave the middle, the regular color. Oh man, those pop so nice. That is 29 of 50. I would love to pull a Superfractor. We have not pulled a Superfractor yet. But yeah, I love doing online breaks. I love the Facebook group. But my absolutely favorite thing to do is card shows. I love just that personal interaction, shooting the shit, talking about cards. And I love it from both sides of the table. So I try to, sometimes I'll set up at card shows, like I'm doing one this weekend. But then I try to mix it up. Like half the time I'll go to shows and set up, and half the time I'll go and just be on the other side. Because I love it. There's something about both sides of the table that are really awesome. Alright, that will do it. Let's do a recap. Sorry I was a little chatty tonight. Y'all probably like, shut up and break. Quit running your mouth. Oh, there's some dirt bags. I could tell you a story about some I ran into tonight. As a matter, not that scammed me, but that I saw scam some other people on whatnot. Oh, don't get me started. All right, so we've got our battle of the baselines. We've got 6 different ones. What we're going to do is go by the names on the back. We're going to roll the dice. One roll to award all of them. If we get an odd number, we'll go player on the left. Even number, player on the right. 6 and even. So we're going Pete Sampras, Roy Emerson, Billie Jean King, Margaret Smith Court, Martina Navratilova, and Rosie. Oh, the number of scammers are bad, but I will say the number of good people I've met have outweighed the scammers, although the scammers just make my skin crawl and make my blood boil tonight. Oh. So I can tell y'all real quick during the recap. So we had 4 base Cocos, a refractor, and a aces. So a buddy of mine was supposed to be on Whatnot tonight, so I went over there early and he wasn't there yet, so I was just looking around and watching a breaker. They were doing Select Football, the new release that came out today. They were doing a 3-box random teams break, and he was starting the team auctions at $60. Well, they were selling for $60, and they were cussing. They were pissed. They were like, "Oh, this is ridiculous. We can't sell it." So after about 5 or 6 teams, maybe even more than that, got awarded. So they sold 6 or 7 spots. They basically stopped it and said, "We're not selling it for this." And basically said, "If you want your money back, you got to request a refund. Sorry guys, we're not doing this break." That is just the shadiest, dirtiest, and it wasn't going cheap. I mean, it was going. I mean, it was. I would say they were selling for $700 a box if you added up. If they averaged that $65 a spot all the way through. And they kept saying, "Oh, we're losing money. We can't do that." Oh, it just made me so mad. Chris Everett. These are our clay court refractors. Chris Everett, Juan Manuel Cerundolo, Stefan Edberg, Jiri Vaselli. Now I've heard of stories like that. Peaches, Grigor Dimitrov, but I've never seen a breaker who was doing auctions just stopping. You know, guys had pulled teams like the Steelers and, I mean, good teams. Bernard Apara, Mike Bryan, Juan Ignacio Londero. Oh, needless to say, people were pissed. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean you're saying you're stopping the break? I already won. I got the Steelers in the random. You know, one of the best teams to have, and now you're saying it's not going to happen? Oh, it was ridiculous. Ridiculous. People were chewing them out. And I guess people got their refunds, I guess. That's all they could do, and then they went off air. So who knows? It's just such a bad. 29 of 50. I do feel like Whatnot, it's a well-designed platform. 29 of 50 on Pablo Andahar. Guido Pella. That one is 45 of 150. Harold Mayotte, mini diamonds, color mini diamonds. 80 of 125. Mackie McDonald, purple. I mean, it's a well-designed platform. 107 of 199. But they do, at one time, they really vetted the sellers on there. Exactly. I mean, sometimes you lose money. We lose money on eBay sometimes. It happens. Pablo Andahar, if you're going to do auctions, you got to either start the prices higher, 39 and 75, start the prices high, or, you know, that's just part of it, 49 of 150. I don't know any business in the world that doesn't take a loss here and there. The problem was they weren't taking a loss. They just weren't making as much as they thought they should, in my opinion. Harold Mayotte. Now, if they were truly taking a loss, 33 of 99, they paid way too much for those boxes. Christy Pigeon, 12 of 99. Pam Shriver, 167 of 199. Rod Laver, 15 of 150. Alejandro Davidovich Forquina, 87 of 99. Michael Chang, 107 of 125. And this is a nice one. Jonas Vortman. That is a rose gold. That is 5 of 10. 5 of 10. And Amelia Marissimo. That one is 27 to 150. But, you know, not every, just like we talked about earlier, there's bad actors. Not everybody on Whatnot is bad. I have a couple good buddies who break on Whatnot. I would trust them all day long. But there are some bad ones who are really starting to give breaking in general a bad name. You don't. If you like carnival barkers and a lot of cussing and loud music, it's for you. I don't know. I hate to say, I don't want to blanketly say everybody on there is bad because that's not the case. Richard Gasquet auto. That one was 26 of 50. We had Bernardo Parra. That one was 1 of 50. And then we had a beautiful orange Conchita Martinez. Orange refractor auto. 5 of 25. It's not a little bad little break. The other half of this is Sunday night. I'll be breaking that, so come back and hang out with me Sunday night. Tomorrow night on eBay, a little Topps Series 2 Jumbo. I'll probably be doing that one as well. So come hang out. Oh, the screaming and ridiculous. The screaming is just makes my ears bleed. I go find the chill channels too. I just happened to be looking around, knowing it was select release day, knowing there'd be a lot of select breaks, and I hadn't really watched many yet. But just the attitude they had was, I can't believe we're not selling these for enough. I can't believe you're doing this. This should be $100 a spot. You're only buying it for $60. And I started to chime in there a few times and say something, but I didn't. I just bit my tongue because I wasn't in the break. But that's the kind of guys who give that, and the guys who don't ship your hits and things of that. Those are the kind of guys that give breakers a bad name, and I appreciate you guys giving us a chance. I know trust is always a factor when it comes to breaking, and we always appreciate it. As always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very, very much. That was a lot of fun. We'll do the other half Sunday night. Hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll catch you guys and gals next time. Thanks, John. Thanks, Jay. Thanks, everybody.